Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video where this young man was talking about how white supremacists are back in power, and absolutely they are back in power. So he was talking about how glad he is that he is able to speak up on the things going on and how it is affecting people and how people also refuse to do the right thing and they are coming out to point accusing fingers on other people. And he was like, if I look back in years to come, I will be very proud of every Black people, everybody coming out, rendering their voices and all of that. I am so proud of you people. You all are very courageous. And that is something that nobody will ever take away from Black people. Their opinion is something they will never joke or mess around with. They stand on their opinion and they talk about it, they scream about it. That is what I love about you people. And for those that say that it is not in their culture to speak, you all will continue dying in silence because when you do not, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. So when you speak about your problem, make noise about it. People will know. For those that want to help you, will help you. Those that do not want to help you, but make sure you do not close your mouth. So for every Black person doing what they can to hear, I love you people and I appreciate you people. And let me tell us something. This is not the first time that I am saying it. It was never about the fuel prices. It was never about the food prices. It was because they feel like we do not deserve to get the power, or what will happen to them if Black people have the power. Let's get into this video.
Super excited to see the eggs at maybe a dollar, maybe I don't know, 75 cents, the eggs. I'm so excited. These egg prices are gonna be so low because of President Trump. Oh my God, I'm so excited. But I thought that the egg prices were gonna go down when he became president. I mean, did he lie to us? No. Did he?
I've never wanted to be wrong more in my life than I want to be wrong now. I hope that 10 years from now I can look back on all these videos we're making about the current state of America and I can just laugh and say, man, look at how worried we are. Look at how embarrassing and humiliating that is, that we were so worried and nothing really happened. I would much rather that than 10 years from now to look back on all these videos and how worried we are about America and say, holy shit. I sat there and watched all this racist, Nazi-like, hate-filled bullshit go on in my country. I watched democracy fall. I watched the oligarchy turn into a dictatorship. I watched all of it happen. And I did nothing. I just sat in my home. I said nothing. I was afraid. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't help anybody. I did nothing. So I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to fearmonger or anything like that. But I'm also not just going to sit here and downplay what's going on. I'm going to be very truthful about what is very apparent to me. The racists are back in power. The white supremacists, the white nationalists, they're back in power. And it's not by chance. It's not by a coincidence. I think that's what we're all afraid to admit to ourselves. People voted for this. People are backing this. People are excited for this. The same people you think that are only worried about the price of eggs and the price of gases and this, that, and the third, those are also the people who are excited to see ICE agents raiding schools. They're excited to see children being ripped away from their parents. They're excited for that, all because that person doesn't look like them. The racists are back in power. If they weren't back in power, why did all those white supremacists go to see Donald Trump? Why couldn't he just point at them and say, hey, why are y'all here? We don't fuck with y'all. We don't support white supremacy. I don't want to see another interview of Donald Trump saying, oh, I'm not racist. I want a colorblind America. But then he won't come out and call all these white supremacist group bullshit He won't point his fingers at the Proud Boys and say, stop fucking saying my name in your empowerment. Stop using me to empower your fucked up perspectives. He won't do that. You know why? Because they're back in power. And I'm sick of downplaying it. I don't want to wait for 300 stories of men in America that look just like me getting killed by police officers in 2025 alone because of Trump's America. I don't want to wait for the death to tell y'all how serious this is. It's not just the immigrants. If you're a black person watching this and you think, oh, I don't need to worry, I've been here my whole life, I was born in America, it's just the immigrants that got to look over their shoulder, you're wrong. These people have hatred in their heart, and hatred is like a parasite. If it doesn't have something to feed on, it needs to find something else. So all of these extremists and these racists, they said, God damn, there's a lot of consequences to being racist towards black people now. It's real hard to get away with this racist shit I'm used to getting away to. Now, they've transferred that hatred onto the immigrants because it needs something to feed off of. And now with Trump, when they get done with the immigrants, that hatred is still going to need something to feed off of. And it's fresh off a meal. Where is it coming next? Your black ass. It doesn't stop with the fucking immigrants. What's stopping them from busting up in your place of work and saying, where are you from? Jamaica or Haiti? When you're like, motherfucker, I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. What are you talking about? What's stopping them? With the Lake and Riley Act, they can just accuse you of shit. And you're out of here. That's how you know it's not about illegal immigration. You heard Trump say, you know, sometimes you can just look at immigrants and tell them, and you can just tell they're evil. He said it out his mouth. Who else did they used to do that to? Oh, you can just look at black people and tell they're up to no good. Hey, what are you doing in this neighborhood? I can tell you're up to no good. There's no way you live in this neighborhood, Blackie. Who else did they used to just look at and tell they were up to no good? And you think this is about fucking immigration? They need to make their racism and their acts based on their hatred. They need to make it into some national saving grace, heroistic bullshit. So when they do it, they don't have to face the same type of consequences. Why would they have the Department of Justice in all of its civil rights investigations? Why would a Department of Justice stop investigating civil rights? What is the one reason? Okay, then. So let me get to the juicy part, right? I just saw a video and a girl was talking about how you take down an oligarchy, and she was saying you can take it down with either money by hurting their pockets or by violence. She said the peaceful protests don't work, and I agree. I don't get why y'all fucking schedule these days and times and y'all go outside with these posters and you take pictures for your Instagram and then nothing fucking happens. Peaceful protests don't work. I'm sorry. I wish they did. How many peaceful assemblies were there for Gaza? And they still damn near took that bitch off the map. Them peaceful protests don't fucking work. So one of her suggestions was, okay, hurt their pockets. And she named all of these companies you can boycott. But that's not realistic because these motherfuckers have billions of dollars. Do you know how hard it is to hurt someone's pockets when they have billions of dollars? Do you think a couple thousand people boycotting a company is going to make them reconsider? So what option is left? If the peaceful protests don't work, and it's too far gone to hurt their pockets, and you don't want to see fucking Nazi America, what's the next step? What's the last option that's left? What did Kevin Roberts say to you? He said, it'll be bloodless as long as the left allows it. I just think we need to be so for real and take it for what it is and stop all this nonsense. I know y'all don't want to say it online, but if Kevin Roberts can get on national TV and say, hey, what we're about to do to America will be bloodless as long as the left allows it, when he can be so blunt and so upfront about it. I'm sorry if you don't understand that, but it translates to, hey, us white nationalists and us white supremacists, we're about to make this the white man's land as we've always intended it to be. And you better be ready to fight if you think that you're going to fucking stop us, because you better be damn sure we're ready to fight and kill anybody. Immigrant, American, doesn't fucking matter. We will kill our own white American citizens if that is what gets us to our ultimate goal for this Aryan race bullshit. I don't care what they paint it as on these official news posts talking about this is a big win. We're getting rid of DEI, the terrible deep state ploy that implements discrimination, and we want a merit-based system, and all this bullshit that they try to make positive is them you try to paint an evil playbook in a positive light, and it pisses me off every breathing moment of my life. You cannot tell me that you stopped all civil rights investigations at the Department of Justice for good reasons. There is no positive thing about stopping the Department of Justice from enforcing civil rights. You don't want them investigating it because you're planning to violate it. And I think I can say with confidence that they are going to be in for a rude awakening if they think it's going to be a walk in the park to turn this country into some white supremacist paradise bullshit.
This is all I got from this video, and I am going to say a very big shout out to all the young Black men, women that I see doing all they can to get the message across and also share their opinion on how they feel about what is going on. Like he said, in years to come, you are also going to look back and tell yourself, I am glad that I did not keep quiet while all these things happened, and the rest of it, it really shows how, how much you love your community, how much you love your country, and how much you want your voice to be heard, and all that. Like I said in some of my videos, the reality is that some of you all do not understand that it was not about the eggs and all those things that they said were not adding up and the rest of it. So we're like, the prices of this and this, it was not about the prices. It was about a certain kind of people coming back into power, because I heard them say that I brought videos of I knew this. I do not need to be told, but some people do not understand it. It is not about all those things, right? They did what they did. But one thing I know for sure is that some of them did this because they thought it was just going to be like, one of those gamble that you play and you hit, Now they are saying that it is a miss gamble. And now they are running up and down. You all are going to sit on it for as long as it's going to last. I ain't nobody going back. My people already made up their mind because they know what follows and how it's, because this is not, they are built for this. I am not trying to glorify suffering or hardship and all. No, I am not glorifying it. But I know people that can adapt in any place, any situation, any condition, are people that look like me. Some of you all do not even know how to adapt, but you all will start learning from. Okay, you already started. I see majority of them running, crying, and screaming and shouting. Shouting will not help you. Screaming will not help you. There is nothing that will help you this time around. You all will have to sit back till as long as it's going to last. Some of you were all very jealous. Women, men, we're all jealous because they feel like if anything happens, if Kamala Harris wants, Black people with more powerful, Black men will have all the jobs. And it means that we have to beg them for everything. Our husbands have to beg them. We think it's all about us. No, it was never about us. For Black people, it was all about everybody because they needed something great to happen to them and also everybody. But you all thought it's just about them. Like, how do we? And now, I will never stop saying that it is the rich white man telling the poor white man that their problems are people that look like me. We are way, way far away from where your problems are. We are not. We are not. If there is anything Black people have been working towards all these years, it has always been to dismantle the system that was built to oppress, to suppress them. Nothing more than that. You all think it's going to be a revenge. Of course, revenge is far away from them, but they will remember that. You think they are going to do you what you did? No, you are far from that. You see, dismantling the system, that has always been the key. for Black people. Pay them reparation. You are doing like, I want them, I don't want them, I want them, I don't want them. Pay them their reparations. Pay them what they deserve. Then they will determine where they want to stay, if they want to stay or they want to leave. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.